Acting, the final lesson, the final piece of advice, the last thing you need to actually know, the last thing I say to actors. I'll still make lots more videos about different aspects of acting here, but there's one thing which I hesitate to say to any actors or actresses until you've done a lot of acting, or until you've at least been studying acting for a good while, and even then I often wait a long time before saying this. I wait for the right moment. Some actors come to me for coaching for a year or more and are working quite regularly in theatre and television, and I still don't always tell them what I'm going to tell you now, if I don't think they're ready. But I know that some of you out there may be needing this advice now, may be ready for it, or may half understand it, or may remember it when you've done a little more acting and be glad to have had it lodged at the back of your mind. Big build up to what I'm going to say. It is something that covers the entire matter of acting. I don't mean the career, the methods of getting actual jobs, the decisions you have to make of whether to work in New York or LA perhaps, or whether to concentrate on theatre or film acting, or how to make your agent work for you harder. Or maybe you need to find an acting coach who understands your particular aims. None of that. It's not about your career, the business of being an actor. It's one thing you need, which deals with the difficulties of actual acting. It's a fact which deals up with everything involved in getting up and playing a part. It covers what the lines of any role mean, how to connect each scene, what a role is building towards, how to find the true, genuine feelings, how you should look, as that matters sometimes, how to include what your director tells you to do, how to adapt to actors around you who may have different views about some scenes. It covers choosing the right objectives and how to deal with the worries and insecurities which we often have just before we go on stage or before they call out action. It's one thing which covers all of that. And it's not to have confidence. It's not that you should just work harder. It's not something like the idea of doing less. It's not being physically fit. It's not something like being a good, honest person. It's something which stops all the difficulties of acting existing. There's no performance that you have to give. After you've done enough work and you're ready to play a role, there may seem to be many issues still on your mind, but the thing is those difficulties don't exist because there's no performance to give. So no performance to worry about. There's no audience that you have to please. Your life has led quietly or noisily to this moment, and you're there only for one thing. You are the performance. You are the performance. There's no past or future involved. You accept that the audience or the director is there watching you because they are you. You are the whole performance. You are the wonderful whole thing. You are the performance. You're not just an actor. You are what acting is. If you're not ready to feel that yet, then work harder. Or maybe find an acting coach to help you. If you know you want to be ready for this. Or maybe you don't need an acting coach. And you've got this already. You don't need me, if you understand this. You don't. There are no problems facing you. You are everything. You are the role. And if this makes no sense to you, don't worry. It may one day. Thank you.